Oh, no,
Yes, it is. It's on live.
all right.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm
Yay!
happy still.
Yay! Everybody's so happy today. All right. Baja's roasted a chicken and like stuffed it, so it's like mini Thanksgiving in my house. So let's do this podcast so I can go eat it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, man, I have a little
Mr.
line.
Arrow broke his foot, so I've been living on popcorn and fried chicken takeout for the last week.
Oh, there's a really good fried chicken place in Nashville. I'll have to try and remember.
There are lots of
It's actually not near. It wouldn't.
There's an actual thing called Nashville hot chicken. It's a very specific kind of fried chicken with hot sauce.
Okay, yeah, my brother lived kind of near Vanderbilt. Well, I mean, close enough because he was going there, and like the wind blew, like not right behind him, but like on the other side of the other block behind him.
Did it make his eyes water because there was too much cayenne?
He and his wife ate a lot more fried chicken than they intended to ever eat, because on warm days it would just, their whole house would smell like fried chicken, and they're like, I think I want some fried chicken for dinner.
Nashville hot sauce is so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's a cayenne vinegar base, and they serve it with dill pickles. And it's so good. It's so good.
I didn't realize it was the whole thing. That's cool.
Yup.
It's always the whole thing.
Just like Memphis barbecue is its own specific thing.
Yeah, that yeah. That's probably been war. That was probably part of the Civil War. What is happening? Are we backwards?
Nothing. Everything's fine. No. Okay, I'm gonna start recording, or we are recording. I'm gonna start talking now.
Are you holding it upside down?
This has been a great day. I'm gonna put my hood back on.
This is like the 7th thing I've recorded today or something. So I'm like, hello everybody, how are you? Okay, where am I? What is this? I know. Here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 104 of the Cat Context podcast for the week of October 2nd, 2016. My name is Lior. Today we're going to talk a little more about Legion, a little about the latest expansion for Destiny. I totally forgot the name of that game was. You know, that game that Ellie plays and talks about, no one cares about. It's Destiny. And with me today, as usual, are my two co-hosts, Arrowlade and Alindriel. Ellie, I'm going to ask you first because I have a feeling I know what Arrow's answer is going to be. But Ellie, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I had my parents in town, and we did a whole bunch of stuff, except now I'm kind of getting sick, and everybody in my house is getting sick again. It's like the 3rd time in 5 weeks. It sucks.
That sucks. Is that like a toddler thing?
Mm-hmm. They're tiny little germ bugs.
They have no immune system, and this is the period of life in which your immune system just takes it all in and spreads it around and
all you germs, just come on in, get cozy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's like from 18 months to 24 months, you're basically typhoid child all the time, forever. And then it's done, but then you go to school and you still pick up every goddamn bug and bring it back.
Right. Yeah.
So it'll never end.
I've talked to some people who said that once their kid went to daycare, they weren't 100% healthy for 18 years or something. So
yeah, the kids will be fine. You will not. You will have a sore throat and a stuffy nose every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Welcome to parenthood.
What are you gonna do? We also went to this cool place in Oakland called Fairyland, which is like a park that's like a really tiny version of what must have become the like Fantasyland at Disneyland.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's been there a long time, and like supposedly it helped inspire Walt Disney because it predates Disneyland. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Era, how's your weekend?
My weekend has actually been mostly okay because I am totally done making everything for Seattle. Yeah, that's actually 700 bottles of nail polish are like, 2 miles from where you sit right now. So you could totally go and take some right now.
Sweet. Yeah. No. It's all right. That's going to be my life next weekend, I know. So
yes, very exciting. But everyone in my house is also sick, and I am trying to not get sick through sheer force of will because fuck you, I'm not getting sick. I have to fly on a plane.
You're not getting sick till you're at the con.
Yeah, I will come home with con crud, and then they will be well, and then they will get the con crud, and it will be like It will be beautiful.
You'll be like, I brought these germs back specially from the Pacific Northwest for you.
Yes. What did you bring me from Seattle, Mommy? The plague.
Hooray! I am super excited for next weekend.
I am also excited for next weekend.
We're going to hang out and sell nail polish and
I
eyeshadow.
think Ellie does not believe that it will actually occur until it occurs. Like something will happen that will prevent us from being in the same physical space, the same physical time. Like it'll be like Time Cop, and we'll have warped reality.
Well, we crossed a major bridge when we saw you on camera, but I'm still not entirely convinced that it isn't part of the simulation.
I'm a very well programmed bot.
There has been speculation that if Arrow and I are in the same room together, it causes some sort of like black hole of cynicism.
Cynicism, black hole cynicism.
I don't know, because you're so Canadian and I'm so not. So that's going to be really great.
That's okay.
In the same 6x6 space for 2 days.
It's going to be good. We're going to have a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, we say this every week, but now it's actually upon us. If you're going to be at Geek Girl Con this coming weekend, come to the Dragon Sworn Cosmetics table. We're like, got an excellent table right when you come into the exhibitors hall.
We're 116. You come in, turn left, and we're right there.
We're right there.
At the top.
So you got to come say hi.
If you're in Seattle and you're like, I'm not afraid of you, then we could totally do dinner at some point this weekend.
So consider whether you're in Seattle and Arrow's not afraid of you.
Yeah.
And you won't know until after you book the dinner. And
it's true. It's true.
You'll either show up or not.
This sounds...
I may just, my head may completely explode, because that's people. I don't do people, and yet I'm going to a convention to sell things. Yeah, it's because salesmanship is like acting. So like I spend this entire week building up my theater sales persona.
It's capitalism. It does crazy things. Yeah. My weekend has been spent, I'm going to plug my little side project here. My weekend has been spent recording and editing segments for 31 Days of Scary Movies, which is a podcast series I'm doing in October, where every day I release a 5 to 10 minute podcast suggesting a new scary movie. And I did 11 episodes this weekend. So,
oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right?
My over-under on Leor's months of doing things, it's also around 15, so you're getting close.
Well, I have 3 movies to talk about, so that's what, 3 separate episodes?
It is, and I'm
don't
excited
shut up, ever.
Yeah,
right,
no,
so
that's going to be great.
I figured that's going to be our Saturday night, because they shut the exhibit hall at 6, so yeah.
Nice! I actually have an MP3 recorder coming to me through the mail so that I can record us talking about this stuff and turn it into a podcast later.
Mental parentheses, don't forget, if I haven't told you before, when we are together this weekend, I have to tell you the story about my sister and kid sister, the doll.
Okay. That sounds creepy, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing this weekend. I've been talking with a whole bunch of people from previous podcast guests and people on Twitter, and just by myself and all these movies. So if you like horror movies, it's hard to talk to yourself for like 7 minutes about a movie.
What's your favorite one you've talked about so far? Sorry, that's a bad one. Don't say it.
It's spoilers.
No, well, I kind of don't want to say, because I'm making people actually have to listen to see what movies I'm talking about.
What is an interesting one?
I actually did one today with Mangle about Event Horizon, and he was extremely knowledgeable about Event Horizon and had some very interesting things to say about it and the production of it. So,
oh, how cool!
Yeah, that was a really fun one.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I had a conversation about it.
Oh man, 4 movies, Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers is great. I love Jeepers Creepers, so that's a good one. So if you are looking for something scary to watch, go to leorblog.com. I'm posting something every day, and instead of saying what the movie is, because you got to leave some mystery, I kind of give little tags. So like today is a Canadian horror musical. What is it? I don't know. You'll have to listen to find out.
Are there more than one? That's very specific.
It is very specific, and yet I don't think anyone will get it. So, Canadian horror musical. Good luck, everybody.
There is a musical version of Evil Dead.
There is a musical version of Evil Dead, which I don't have there.
Would you like it?
Yes.
I could totally bring it on a thumb drive.
Okay, that sounds good. I like
both
this.
the soundtrack and a film version.
I should have known. You'd have that.
Yeah.
So that's what I did this weekend. I have no good segue here. Ellie, tell us about Destiny.
Oh, I have a good segue.
Oh, it's too late. But okay,
I
go
know.
for it.
I was gonna bounce off Event Horizon because apparently Event Horizon is one of the new hotness guns in the new Destiny expansion.
So that's a good segue.
I know. I was gonna do it, and then we went somewhere else.
Apparently, all the guns have like inside joke names now.
I mean, probably.
You can't even, and don't even try, and
yeah, there are a bunch like that.
There was a quest I came across in WoW yesterday that was called Turnaround Night Eyes. So then I had that song stuck in my head for the next 2 hours. Screw you, Blizzard. Sorry, yes, Destiny. It came out with an expansion. What's this one called?
I don't know.
So big impact then.
Iron something, Rise of Wolves, Iron Wolves. I legitimately.
Destiny shooty guns.
It was like hard. It was hard for me to
shooty gun
look
robot face.
It was hard for me to look it up to buy because I didn't know I didn't know what the right name was. So
wow, that's just sad.
I think it's called Rise of Iron, and it's about the Iron Wolves, which are like I don't know some. Apparently they thought they were invulnerable guys, and then they turned out they weren't because the big baddie from the expansion murdered all but one of them. So
that's awkward.
Yeah, it's the same faction that has been doing this like once a month or so, like ranked PvP, or not ranked, but like, timed PvP event. So now you get to learn more about them. It's the first time they've opened up like a new questing area, which is awesome because that shit was really overdue, like way overdue. The year 2 stuff, this is year 3. Year 2 stuff was all in the same environments as year 1, just they dropped in some other enemies occasionally, and it got boring, and a lot of people I know took long breaks from Destiny after a little bit. So far it's been fun. I guess like everything else with Destiny, there's no sort of in-game hints at how to increase your level or what you should be doing, and like there's like all these like breakpoints at which like gear starts getting better, or like it's kind of tiered, and like you really want to get to them, but it doesn't really tell you about it. So I've had to be asking people, which is it's fine. It's like good for community, I guess. And eventually you'd get there. So far it's been fun. I've not played that much, honestly.
How long have you, give us a number for hours you think roughly put in?
Probably about 10 hours, 10 or 12
okay.
hours.
Is there a new level cap?
No. So you're still at 40, which is the same level cap as before, but they basically have a gear level type thing. Like, I don't actually think it's technically capped anymore, which is weird. So 385 is the sort of, that's the top level that you're aiming for. 340 is the highest that you can get just from general drops, and then the like purpley things that you decrypt to like make random loot goes up to 365, which is kind of the 350, 365 is kind of like the target area to live in, and 385 is the raid gear and endgame stuff. But I think with the exotics, which are the sort of hardest to find things, you can get slightly higher than that because those go higher than your current level no matter what. So some people have been spotted above the stated level cap already, which weirded people out. Yeah.
So is this, you said that people kind of there's the usual MMO malaise in between expansions. Do you feel like this is bringing people back to the game?
It definitely has amongst my group. I know several people that are at least playing it casually again. I'm not expecting to go like crazy into it. I'm also playing WoW right now, and I still have 10 or 20 or 400 hours of Dragon Age to play, depending on how much side questing they do. So I'm not really planning to do that, but it's nice to be enjoying it again because it's good to pick up and play for a short amount of time. And WoW, I always seem to like want to keep playing more than that.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Cool. So it sounds like overall you're fairly satisfied. How much is the expansion?
$30 maybe? 40?
All right.
It's like it's on the scale of the real game, right?
It's a real game.
Well, no, I mean like it's on the scale of like a full price game. It's not a $60 game, but it's not a $10 or $15 or $20 expansion. This is a big expensive thing for them, and they do one a year. So, but they also have a cash shop now. So, hooray!
What can you buy in the cash shop?
You can buy lock boxes. I mean, it's not exactly lock boxes. There's a set of gear that's not at the highest level, but it's random. It's basically buying some engrams, and the most interesting thing the only thing I have bought out of the cash shop is a new dance.
Okay, see, buying cosmetic stuff, I have no problem with that.
The lockbox thing, like anything that's randomized, is just irritating.
It is irritating. I agree with that. Yes, and I have not and do not plan to buy those. I think you can buy skins for your bikes and stuff. I think you can buy skins for your guns in there. Some of the new cool like special guns have like they added like a cosmetic skin slot to them, so you can make one of the guns, I don't know, look either like a military or like some weird alien shit, and it's the same gun underneath with a little thing you drop in there, and that's cool. I don't know. I hope I can get them in the game somehow also, but I don't actually know if you can.
It's not subscription, right? You just buy the boxes.
No, you just buy it. Yeah. So.
Given that, and with once a year, I can see coming up with some sort of scheme by which people can give you money between expansions. So I can understand that from having a cash shop perspective.
Yeah, and it's relatively maxed out. I mean, it's not cheap, but it is maxable. So you can't just. I think there would be no point in spending infinite amounts of money on lockboxes in Destiny. So
right.
Good.
Yeah, that does make it better. That's cool. Nice. So it sounds like you're having a good time.
Yeah, it's fun anyway.
Good.
Fun enough.
That's what we're playing games for. Fun.
I forgot one of the most interesting changes that they added is that they finally added. People have been asking for like personal matchmaking for a long time. Everything was always randomized. It's basically like arenas, and you dropped in on a team, or battlegrounds, maybe more like that. You got dropped in on a team. You could join as a group and do the thing, but they basically made it so you can make private matches and customize the rules in those private matches to some degree. So there's a lot of hope that this will spawn some like external tournaments and stuff like that, which I think is cool because it's one of the things. I don't really expect this to get massive, and I think they even sort of have a stated cap on the size of tournament that you can run on the back of their servers without other agreements in place. But I think the PvE community is pretty excited about the ability to like throw something on Twitch and put together a high-end tournament or something.
Nice.
That's really cool. That's a really cool change.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Cool. The other thing, you mentioned it and that I've been playing, is still Legion, still playing it. A bunch of us have got to the level of being able to do our regular mythics, which I've just dipped my toes into, and actually make you pay attention to things like mechanics. Who knew? At some point, we wanted to CC something, and I was confused and scared.
Did you need to CC something, or was Kinch just marking things like he always did?
No, we actually need to CC things. There are things. I would say we did heroic Violet Hold and somewhere else, I can't remember. And there was maybe like 3 wipes on bosses throughout the whole thing. So definitely, it's a challenge. And you're probably going to expect to die right now at the level that we're at. And then once you do your first mythic, you get mythic keystones. And you can go and start doing like +1 mythic and +2. And once you get past +4 and up, I know, 4 and up, bosses start getting Diablo-like prefixes. So, I can't think of particularly what one does, but like in Diablo, ones will be a waller and one will have lasers and one will blah, blah, blah. And you know what it is.
Like fire auras and stuff like that.
Yeah, fire auras. I think there's one that turned all your overhealing into damage during the fight.
oh, man, that's harsh.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that in my back pocket. Better hope I'm liking the party.
Never bring a druid.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of fun. So things like that are really going to dynamically change. There's one that gives you more trash, which is like, woo, more trash. But, that's your prefix for that particular thing. Mythics, at least, I believe, at the regular level, they have a 3-day lockout. So I'm pretty sure that is sustained as you get higher and higher. So it's kind of an interesting iterative concept on dungeons.
Yeah, that seems cool. Like, how do you get the keystone, the next keystone? Do you just like do it, and then once you beat that one, you can crank it up to the next level, and then you keep doing that?
Yeah, and then your keystone is good for like 3 days, and then you just keep going up and up and up until you get to the most you can do, and then you start over from the bottom again.
Oh, so you have to start over every few days and
I believe so, yes.
All right, so it's like the worst version of the Trial of the Crusader.
Right. Yeah, although, the bosses they gain different abilities. In some cases, there are additional bosses and, of course, the prefixes. So while it is Trial of the Crusader concept, it is different significantly each time you run it enough that you're going to have to change your strategies.
And if you're aiming for 6 or 7 plus or whatever they call it, then you're probably pretty good at all the other ones. And they, does Violet Hold still have this Violet Hold thing going on where it's like you have to wait for the scripted event to go for like 45 minutes, even though there's only like 4 minutes worth of fight in there?
Yes. I was actually excited. My first mythic I did was Violet Hold, and I was like, hey, cool, because we all know that one so well because we all ran it over and over again in Burning Crusade. So at least it won't be strange map.
Yeah, I used to be able to solo that, or some of it. I remember doing that.
Yeah, it's definitely challenging. That was one I think we died like 3 times, but it was fairly obvious deaths. Like, oh, okay, the boss is going to do this. Now we know that, and now we can come back and kill it again next time. I really enjoy it. I've seen people running around with up to +7 mythic gear. I am not that good. I will do +1. The other thing is once you get to +2 and above, you're also on a timer. So to get the best rewards, you want to go the fastest. And there are tiers of rewards, so you don't have to do the fastest to get any reward, but to do the best ones. And of course, as you keep adding levels to it, you get better gear. So your +7 mythic gear will be better.
It's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm interested. I'm still like level 106 or whatever. So
yeah, I think this is for a guild like ours or a group of friends like ours where we're not really into like, big organizing stuff. Being able to do ramping difficulty 5-mans is really cool.
Yeah, I think it sounds awesome for exactly the sort of thing that we tried to do in Pandaria, where we had because we got to the point where we had 10 or 15 people around, maybe online at the same time, maybe not, and then but realistically there was no chance of us even trying to do like a crappy raid or anything like that. So just being able to grab a few people and do one of these things seems pretty cool, especially with cross-realm groups and stuff, right? Like that. I mean, that's been around for a little while now, but that's like a great innovation to this because you can always go pick one more person up.
Yeah, exactly. Like we needed another person the other night, and so I was just, hit up all my friends on BattleNet who are Horde. Anyone who's Horde, come do a mythic with us.
Yeah.
I do love that flexibility. I really like the fact that they've taken, that was one of the great things I loved about Diablo 3, and they've taken that kind of flexibility and they have added it to WoW, which is pretty cool. It looks like with 7.1, I don't know when 7.1 is coming out, but they're going to further that. There's a button called like Quick Join, and no one knows what it does. So
Oh yeah.
we'll have to see what the magical quick join button does. I assume it's going to be some sort of automatic grouping for something. So they could be working on that further. One of the joys of being casual in an MMO is I don't actually read patch notes or care about things.
Yeah, I don't care at all.
Everything is a magic surprise.
I just have to get mad when like my thing doesn't work right or something.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I caught Vajra looking at like Death Knight something, the forum on WoW, and he was like, blah, 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 or patch notes changed. I'm like, you're casual. You don't care. No one cares.
So I started playing a Death Knight because I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I'm like, oh, I'll try this, and then I was like, oh, it's kind of fun. I'll just keep playing for a while. And so I basically just decided to go not a Demon Hunter, not Death Knight, Demon Hunter. And I just tried to decide to keep going that way, and I was trying to figure out how I got my second weapon, like my second artifact weapon, because there's this one part of the thing where they tell you to go somewhere, but then it didn't really tell me who to go talk to. And then the only quest I had was to go talk to Khadgar, and then then I did some Khadgar quest that was not related at all and was completely lost. And so I went to Wowhead, because that's what you do to like go figure it out. And there was no indication of what I was supposed to do. I finally found it, but along the way I found like the rotation stuff, and I was like, it's just like completely over my head. And I was like, started to look at it, and I was like, I think this makes sense. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. I just don't care. I'm just going to press the button that makes me turn into a huge demon and breathe fire over all the people. And I don't care if it's the most damage or the most threat. It's awesome.
Yes, I think until one starts getting into plus whatever mythics, it doesn't really matter. And even then, I mean, it's not cutting edge raid content. It's hard, but I mean, you're probably going to want to know what your buttons do by that point, but I don't think there's a whole lot of labor intensive planning that goes into that stuff, which is great. I mean, that is, I'm really happy about this, and I'm hoping there seems to be a big change in the guard going on at Blizzard right now, and I'm hoping they continue on this trajectory because I really like some of the stuff they've done with Legion. I think it's very casual friendly. I love world quests. World quests are the best.
I haven't done any of them yet. I'm excited.
Yeah, you have to be 110, but they're just so snackable, which I hate myself for saying because that's a marketing term, but they really are.
Wow.
They're snackable.
I feel dirty.
Is it lunchable too?
No, that's a product. No, because you can just log on and be like, I got 20 minutes. I'm going to do 2 of these quests that count towards a meta quest. Yay, I got a chest of loot. Bye. It's really, really easy to log on and play for 20 minutes or play for 3 hours. I really enjoy the flexibility in Legion.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're having fun.
Thanks. I saw that Legion's been out for a while, so I can blow the story. I think I killed Ysera today.
Why would you do this to me?
So why
would you bring this up? I haven't even been drinking.
So there's no more green dragonflight. Is that right? They're just gone now.
They're all nightmare dragons now.
That's a bummer.
That's physically impossible. How has no one writing this game ever played anything that comes? See, why would you do this? I don't even have fear.
And there's no more black dragons either, except for Prince what's his name, right?
That's not true. They're all in Outland in Blades Edge Mountains.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's that one guy who broke away from the black dragonflight that lives with the stone people, the stone trolls.
Huh. Is that Prince what's his name from Pandaria?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Raytheon is what you're going for.
Raytheon is the one, yeah. Okay.
No, it's the guy who... Remember, he's a black dragon. Like, you're helping the stone trolls.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's a secret black dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like a shaman with, like, stuff. And then at the end, he's like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm a black dragon. And, like, I think you're supposed to be like, holy shit, there's a black dragon. He's probably going to eat me. And he's like, no, it's cool, guys. I don't hang out with the black dragonflight anymore.
That's right.
They kicked me out when I was a little baby because I didn't eat somebody or something.
Yeah, it was like that. I'm a cool black dragon. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Whatever. That's awesome. Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure we're breaking it out right now.
Oh, no, Era, I'm sorry. I was sad. I was sad to kill Ysera. I feel like anytime I hang out with Malfurion and Tyrande, like shit just goes off the rails. Like those two need to settle down.
That is not surprising. Wait, so I haven't. Which one is that in?
Val'sharah.
Which one is that one?
It's one of the zones. It's the Night Elfie zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've done the Tauren one, and now I'm doing the Vrykul one.
Oh yeah, Stormheim. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. There's Titans and shit. So that's
yeah, and you get to like fly to the top of mountains to duel dragons and shit. It's very metal.
Yeah, and then because you're a demon hunter, you jump off the top of the mountains and grow big ass demon wings from your back and float all across the countryside.
Yeah. I mean, I talked before about how I like the quests. I'm doing currently the Suramar quest line, which is sort of the 110 zone, and they have a bunch of story quests there, and they're all fun. It's a pretty good little expansion. Sorry about Ysera. Sorry.
Okay, so I don't want that sucks, but like if they're all Nightmare Dragons, does that mean that we're finally gonna get an Emerald Dream instance?
The raid that opened on last week was Emerald.
Oh, is it? Is it the Emerald Dream raid? See? Casual, awesome.
Yes. And we actually went in, like 5 of us from the guild and did LFR for the first 3 bosses in Emerald Nightmare. So, which is another cool thing that we can do that and have the.
Do you get to save / redeem Ysera and get some good green dragons back at the end?
Well, only the first wing is open, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Ysera's dead because I killed her.
Yeah, but you've killed a lot of people, and they're always there.
That is true.
Like, remember when we killed Illidan, and now he's my class leader?
Apparently, there's people on YouTube watching us and talking. I've been notified. I don't know who you are or how I can see what it is you're saying, but thank you.
They're probably giving a shit about what we're talking about.
I feel like I should look this up. I've been notified that people are talking on YouTube. Okay, hi. I don't know where you are, but thank you for watching the show. We're slowly driving Arrow crazy. I'm watching her, and she's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I already shouted "fuck you" about dragons. I'm not doing it again. Are you finding out how we can see the people who are talking?
I'm trying to. Is it totally legit pub? Isn't that us?
Yeah, that is us.
Publishing?
I don't know.
Live now? I see it.
We're live now.
Pause.
Thank you, people who are talking.
Yes. I only see one watching now. Somebody.
Oh.
Who could it be?
Well, it's obviously Core.
It is
usually Core.
Muspelful?
Oh, hi. I know you. Hi.
Unfortunately, Suramar gets kind of annoying once they start making you run around the elite section of the city. That is the comment.
Yes, that is true. At some point, you get the ability to wear a Suramar costume, so you can run around there without being eaten by all the elites, but it is really kind of touch and go, and sometimes they just want to eat you anyway. A Suramar is kind of intense. But
what kind of people is it are in Suramar?
They are mana addict elf zombies. Basically, yeah. And then sometimes there's a new currency that you get when you get to that level called Ancient Mana, and your quest givers, sometimes you have to give them Ancient Mana because they've just like junkied out and can't help you. And they're like, I'll give you this quest, but I need 400 Ancient Mana, man. And you're like, okay, good. I'm a pusher.
Ellie, they're the same mobs as like the starting Blood Elf zone.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. I figured. Cool.
Yeah.
Those things, those mana addicts are. That part of the Blood Elf zone is cool.
Yes.
I'm glad they have cleaned up enough that they can run a city.
I mean, they didn't say they were running it well, right?
Yeah, some of them they kicked out other ones, and they put up a big purple force field. It's all crazy in there. I mean, and I don't actually read quests, so. I did it. I killed Arrow. The week.
Wait, but I thought you were doing Quest. When did that stop?
Does anyone else want to sell things in Seattle this weekend? Because I cannot spend time with someone who doesn't read quest text.
I'm gonna sit there and be like, so what's the deal with dragons?
Oh God!
Well, don't worry. There's going to be plenty of time to learn all about the dragon.
I know it's gonna be like 8 hours a
If
day.
we don't have business, there will be 8 hours of me telling you everything about dragons.
Wait, so your iconography is a dragon.
It is specifically Warcraft dragons. In fact, the Dragonsworn are a prestige
That's what I was going to
class.
ask you.
My RP character is a special snowflake, as all RP characters must be.
See, Leor, you will know.
Oh boy, I'm rethinking. No, it's gonna be wonderful, and I will come away with a greater understanding of WoW lore.
Not like it fucking matters anymore. They have shit all over it, and it's.
So we were asked another question in our YouTube channel because now I'm paying attention to our comments.
Whoa! Hi, people. Thanks for commenting.
Are
Oh, God.
black dragons the same as green dragons?
No, the black flight and the green flight are completely different. What are you doing?
I'm reading the comments.
What? Why would you?
Era doesn't even understand why you would ask that question.
Why
Why
would
would you
you-
ask that question?
I mean, I know Ellie is colorblind, but I didn't think he was that colorblind. I mean, the black dragons they're the deep places. They're the earth okay. So the difference is, all right, red dragons are sentient life. Green dragons are like greenery life. And black dragons are physical earth, like support, wisdom, that kind of.
Which one breathes acid?
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Green dragons can breathe acid. It depends
can
on the
black-
dragon in question.
Which
Okay,
ones
I
did
know.
Menelly ride?
She did not ride dragons. She had fire lizards. Really? Are you seriously? Y'all seriously want to mix like Kryn and? Fuck.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, this podcast has accomplished everything I
Wait,
wanted out of it.
Which one is the dragon in Reign of Fire?
That's completely
Reign of
different.
Fire.
How have you
Oh,
still
Reign
not
of-
seen Reign of Fire? Oh my God, Reign of Fire is Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale in this amazing post-apocalyptic. It's Gerard Butler's first movie. It's amazing.
I don't know how I've
It
managed
is
to miss that.
hilariously, comically terrible. You have to go see this.
Okay.
Christian Bale, his mom is the engineer digging the London Metro expansion, and they accidentally wake up ancient dragons, and the ancient dragons destroy the world. They set it all on fire, and so now they have to survive when dragons burn everything. And it is seriously, comically, hilariously, gloriously terrible.
All right. When October is over and I have room in my life for more movies, I will watch that.
It's
do
Reign
it.
like the king. The king.
Yes,
reigns.
it's Reign of Fire.
Oh, Rain. Okay. Well, I'm glad we worked that out. Hey, speaking of things that people watch, and since we've already talked about Destiny and Legion, I got a question for y'all. Have you
Yes.
guys been watching Luke Cage?
Nope.
Not yet.
Well, I can't
no.
say anything then.
I'm like super far behind on TV because we've been having baby sleeping problems and work time. And when that wasn't going on, Talon was playing Legion all evening during our TV watching time. So,
Obviously, the answer is don't play Legion.
I mean, no.
Wait a second. Well, I will not give anything away. We're on like episode 5 or something like that. It's really good. And
Is it a worthy successor to Jessica Jones?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. Jessica Jones is like a
But it,
blinking
no,
neon.
but
no
it doesn't
problem.
have any of those things that you don't like about Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
Does
I mean,
it
Luke-
still have the Daredevil Foley artists? Because that's why I can watch Daredevil.
That I don't know because I don't care about Foley work. But
I mean, you would notice it.
no,
if
but
there-
I didn't watch Daredevil because I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
I find
Does it sound particularly squishy when they beat people to death?
I don't think. Oh, well, there was a scene where someone got beat to death, and it was a little squishy.
Yeah, no. Same crew, can't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So season 2 of Daredevil, I found harder to watch than the first season. And I know how you and I feel about the first.
So that would be like an Elon Musk Nope rocket.
Right. Well, because the second season has the Punisher and.
Oh boy!
Yeah, and the Punisher the Punisher's bad anyway, and then in the style of Daredevil, the Punisher is difficult to watch. Let's put it that way.
See, that's fun. I did not watch the second season of Daredevil, though I watched most of the first season. But
I liked the second season better, I think, because it had less Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vajra watched it and was really mad because I guess the Punisher like cries at some point, and that was just like totally a bridge too far. The Punisher does not weep. There is no weeping Punisher. He really could not stand for that. I just got mad in the second season, and if you haven't seen the second season of this, I'm going to blow it for you, because he starts dating his assistant chick, or there's like a romance going on there, and that just made me really angry.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember her name right now. What's her name?
Karen,
yeah.
Yeah, and then I think at the time she doesn't know his true identity or whatever, and I'm just so over movies where people date people without them knowing their true identity. That's not cool.
So that is totally true. That is like, I really hate Daredevil, and he's not supposed to be likable. He's really not. But like, man, just fucking like, cut it out already. Like, I don't like. Just like all the scenes that didn't have Daredevil were better than the scenes that had Daredevil.
Interestingly, that's actually why I enjoy the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. Because let me finish.
And for all the scenes that Ben Affleck's not in.
No. The whole secret identity thing. There's a scene at the end where Elektra is beating the shit out of him because Daredevil killed her father. And then she's like, I have to look into the eyes of my father's killer as you die. She rips his mask off and she's like, oh, Matt, I'm so sorry. How could I possibly have believed it was you? Obviously, you've been framed. I was like, yes, finally, somebody fucking gets it. It makes sense. Jesus Christ, logical internal consistency. So I really like that movie for that reason.
Yeah, but you know what wasn't good is Elektra.
See, I didn't know that actually existed until right this second.
I think it wasn't there an Elektra movie?
Yeah, there was with Jennifer Garner. Yeah, there was.
Well, Jennifer Garner played Elektra in the one that Arrow's talking about also.
Right.
Yes, but there was also an Elektra movie that did not do very well.
Yeah, Tawana and I sat through that shit show. That was so bad.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe Arrow would like it though because she apparently likes Ben Affleck as Daredevil. So
right, so
unlike the rest of the world,
it had nothing to do with it being Ben Affleck. It's that I get really frustrated with these secret identity kind of stories when it's always, and then they reveal the secret identity, and yet they still believe whatever bullshit frame job, because that's always in these stories. It's a standard trope. And they always believe whatever bullshit frame job, even though like they know the actual identity really, really well or whatever. That's why I really like that scene and I appreciate that it existed.
Yeah, I thought Elektra in the second season of Daredevil was pretty cool. I thought they did a good job with her,
but then the Punisher weeps, which is not acceptable.
Apparently.
Yeah, but I've never been really into the Punisher, so I didn't really care.
I think, isn't that like a teenage boy thing? Teenage boys are really into Punisher.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't read a lot of comics as a teenage boy. I tried to read Spawn because somebody told me it was cool and dark and gritty, and I kind of like the glossy pages and stuff, but I also was I know I'm buying this because my friend told me to buy this rather than because I care.
I still own the first 100 issues of Spawn. I have them in a box.
Sweet. No, Spawn, having gone back and looked at Spawn is better than I remember.
I really like the idea of Spawn, and then I sit and think about it for a little while longer, and it gets a little disturbing. It's mostly I am I like the world a lot, and I am extremely fond of Angela, which is why I'm still angry with Neil Gaiman's stupid little shit fit about that. And it's like, well, I'm going to sell her to Marvel now, which is still upsetting me. The animated series Spawn is really, really excellent. It holds up really well. It's still great to this day, and it's like 20 years old.
But not the movie.
No,
I saw the movie. I did not read any of the comics or anything, but I thought the movie was okay. And I thought John Leguizamo as the clown guy was really good.
John Leguizamo was excellent. My problem with the movie is, again, it goes back to the whole. There's a whole backstory. I mean, business backstory bullshit behind Angela the character, and so she's got a cameo scene in the movie. She just walks by. And it's not credited. They don't acknowledge it. It's just there for people who read the comics. Holy shit, that's Angela. And she doesn't do anything. It's really frustrating because she's my favorite.
That's fair enough. Well, for what it's worth, I'm really enjoying Luke Cage, and it doesn't have any of the subject matter from Jessica Jones that might make people uncomfortable. Although it is still squishy in parts, so I understand if you want to skip it for that. But I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. And Luke Cage is such a fun character. Like, it's you got to root for Luke Cage. He's like,
I mean,
he's indestructible. He's indestructible.
Yeah.
He takes off his shirt a lot.
Yeah, he did that in Jessica Jones too. That was
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So for all those reasons, watch Luke Cage is what I'm saying. It's pretty fun. Okay.
Also cool to have a black main character superhero thing.
Yeah, and it's set in Harlem, and it feels very authentic from that perspective. So I think that's cool. All right, that's it. This is a podcast.
Wait, there was at least one more question in the YouTube comments.
Oh my God, what YouTube comments? Yeah, do it.
Oh no. Is this going to upset me?
Somebody asks, can you please explain the difference between drakes and dragons?
Age. And that's it.
And there's another one I missed. Which one was in Harry Potter?
They have a ton of dragons in Harry Potter. They're magical creatures, part of the world.
But which dragonflight?
Which dragonflight was it? I think they're trying to get Arrow's goat.
They're trying to get my dragon is what they're trying to get.
They're trying to get her dragon.
Dragons eat goats.
Yeah, and
I saw it in Jurassic Park.
Depending on which piece of WoW lore you read, dragons are immortal and they can choose to mature whenever they feel like it. So that's
weird.
Well, I mean, there's no set maturity date.
If they're old,
no.
Can they be like, I wish I was young
if they're bronze, yes.
Only sort of though, right? Don't they fuck with the space-time continuum when they do that?
Yes, and in fact, all of the blue dragons currently living were brought back as eggs before they were killed by Deathwing.
Oh, so could we do crazy time shifting and create a green dragonflight again?
Theoretically, yes.
Wait, I have a question. Can we go back to Outland and help the Burning Legion? Or Thrall or whatever.
What?
Remember when Arrow got super mad about us going to help the orcs not drink the demon's blood? I did.
No, I got super mad. Because if you've created an alternate Azeroth where orcs have never come, where there's never been a dark portal, and orcs have never drank demon blood and have never come to Azeroth is perfect. There's no blight, there's no undead, there's still high elves, not blood elves. The Westfall is beautiful. There's no Defias. Why would you ever want to make that go away? Why would you want to change that and make it back to the shit heap that?
Well, because it's your shit heap.
All right. We're wrapping up this episode of the Demon Lore Power Hour. We're wrapping it up here. There's no more dragons. Dragons with Airlaid. I feel like we need a little side thing here.
We need some interstitial music so we can move over to that segment.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's time for the Dragons with Airlaid segment. It's okay, you guys. I'm going to be drunk in person with her at an MP3 recorder next weekend, so it's going to work out.
This can't end badly.
We're good. We're going to have lots of fun. Thank you for watching.
Don't destroy the world by being in the same room.
Yeah, if we don't destroy the world. That's step 1.
Yeah.
Then beer. That's step 2.
It's like when they were going to turn on the Large Hadron Collider and people were like not quite sure if the world was going to end.
I was a little nervous about that. I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous. Thank you for watching and or listening. Thank you, Muspafel and Andrew, for putting questions in YouTube. That was delightful. And please feel free to come back anytime and ask more questions to drive
I
me slowly mad.
promise we'll watch it next time.
Yeah, and thank you, Core, for alerting us to the fact that there were questions in YouTube. We'll be back in 2 weeks. As I said, if you like horror movies, check out leorblog.com, because not only will you find a short 5 to 10 minute podcast there every day suggesting a horror movie, you'll also find Cat Context Podcast. I'm on Twitter at HatesLeor. Airlaid's on Twitter at Airlaid. And again, Geek Girl Con next weekend. Be there. Come say hi. We give high fives.
Do you? Do you really want to say that?
I will totally give high fives. I'm going to have hand sanitizer there at the table.
I was going to say that is how you get the plague.
I feel like high fives. I'm ready to commit to high fives. I think
I've got hand sanitizer. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
All right.
So we will do that.
Do you have special gloves with dragon claws on?
Why would I have special
Goodbye.
gloves with dragon claws?
We're selling nail polish.
I have to show off my fingers, dumbass. These are my dragon claws.
Nice. All right.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye.